Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Overboard. Alright, so, we need to go to the forward cabins so that we can verify the stowaway. Carstairs door. Knock. 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 Shove the door open. Hold up my hands. Let's go ahead and back away. Go ahead and leave. Alright. Let's go ahead and step away. Alright. So we got that. Let's go and go down to the smoking room. 3 hours from Liberty Island. Veronica Villancy. You have me at a disadvantage. But perhaps that way you can lure me into overconfidence. Let's stop talking to the Major. Very good, then. Yes, ma'am. I was hoping to catch you, Mrs. Villancy. Are you looking for your diamond by any chance? I found it on the upper deck this morning. Okay. Who's the woman in your cabin? I'm sorry? She speaks German. Who is she? I say, Major, would you mind stepping out and getting me a brandy? Intoxicants will cloud your judgment, my friend. But it will help me to beat you. So I will be happy to oblige. Mrs. Villancy, please, stop now, don't go any further. Now, why would I? Please understand me, Mrs. Villancy. If you can't keep quiet, I will be forced to kill you. Give me back my earring. Your earring? Certainly, here. You keep my secrets and I'll keep yours. I don't know any of your secrets, but all right, you have a deal. Alright, I'll go ahead and leave. Okay, so Carstairs is taken care of. Let's go ring the bell. Strike the bell. It isn't long before I'm in the restaurant with several of the others. Thank you all for coming. I apologize for gathering you all here. It is most unusual, but I believe something unusual has occurred. Mrs. Villancy, Malcolm Villancy isn't with you? I knew it. He's missing since last night. I'm worried sick. It is true, I think. The bed in the Villancy's cabin, it has not been slept in. I saw it. That's because he's dead. Dead because of her. I saw him fall into the sea. Last night he fell past my window as I looked out. Why didn't you tell anyone? Why didn't you tell me? Because I loved him. I don't know if you can understand that. There, I said it. You know. Of course, one doesn't like to gossip, but Malcolm Villancy was on the upper deck last night, and he might have been up there with Miss Turpentine. They have very similar figures, our two women. Wouldn't you agree, gentlemen? It certainly wasn't me. I didn't go near the upper deck last night. I'm sorry, Mrs. Villancy, but I found your earring there just this morning. I mean, it was your earring, wasn't it? I'm not the woman you should be thinking of, Mr. Carstairs. What? Oh! You're right, of course. There was that whole confusion this morning. But it wasn't you up there. I remember now. Think hard now. Was it Miss Turpentine you saw on deck last night, Lady Armstrong? It could well have been Clarissa that I saw. And this is terribly ghoulish, but I heard Mr. Villancy going overboard. I heard the splash. I didn't realize what it was then, but now, well... I know what you're doing, Veronica, I know. I feel like I may have missed an option to get Clarissa to be quiet about this or something like that. Enough theatrics, Clarissa. Admit what you did. Ladies, please. I suddenly realized that Anders is trying hard not to smile. I was at my post last night. I had a good view across the upper deck, and there was no one else there, only Malcolm Villenzy. And as she told us herself, Lady Armstrong too. What? No! I said Malcolm was standing by the rail with a woman. Yes, he was. The woman was you. My God. Malcolm, how could you? Don't be silly. I haven't done anything to your rotten husband. Mr. Villenzy was sitting on the rail above the water. Lady Armstrong came up to speak to him. Then something fell. Malcolm! I saw him fall. You watch your tongue, boy. You know what I can do. I'm the first officer of this ship, madame. You would do well to remember it. Subadar Major Sahib, this woman has been blackmailing me. But the truth is the truth. It must come out. This is nonsense. Why ever would I want to kill Mr. Villenzy? Perhaps you turned down your advances. You were jealous of me. Because you were blackmailing him. What? What could I possibly embarrass your husband with? He was an idiot. He married you. Over his affair with Clarissa. But I'll say this for Malcolm. He was too stupid to be blackmailed. I think he threatened to expose you, so you pushed him into the sea. No, no! Lady Armstrong, if you'll follow me. Don't be absurd. This is absurd. I'm not going to listen to you. You're nothing but a jumped-up cabin boy. I think she's been drinking, Subadar Major. I think you are right. Follow me, Lady Armstrong, please. I'll get you, Anders. I will. Someone is planning to blackmail me. Oh, yeah. There we go. If she's blackmailing one person, she might have been she was going to blackmail me. Bar of the Hotel Partington. I escaped with a nice commander on my arm. She's gone. She's really gone? She's gone. She might not swing for murder, but there's plenty to keep them busy. I can hardly believe it. I've been ferrying that bloody woman back and forth across the Atlantic for simply years. Do you think I'm terribly evil? For ruining that old woman? Or for killing your husband? No, Veronica. I think you were desperate. But you don't need to be desperate anymore. I couldn't bear it if you thought ill of me. I would simply die. Now. Don't overdo it. Another drink. You brought your hat? Rarely take it off, ma'am. It's all coming up roses. Dramatic scenes unfolded in Brooklyn Harbor today as Lady Honoria Armstrong, a British aristocrat, was arrested on accusations of murder and blackmail. Achievement unlocked and no loose ends. She was brought to justice by the ship's commander, Jonas Anders, a decorated war hero, later seen on Mrs. Villenzy's arm. Look out, New York, a high-class crime-fighting duo is born. Pictured, police believe Lady Honoria Armstrong to be a notorious blackmailer, the Cat Poisoner. So, freedom, life insurance, and no loose ends. Nice. And, that gets us the credits. This is a very fun game. There's a lot to do. It's worth taking some notes, trying to figure out when people are, where they're going to be, and stuff like that. I've shown off a lot of the stuff, but I do recommend playing it yourself. It's fun. I really like the character artwork and style. That's one of the things that drew me to it, is that it's so different. music feels very loud. Amelia Tyler and Flipper the Dolphin. wait, who did who did Malcolm's death scream? Yeah, this has been quite a bit of fun. There are still other achievements that I'd like to try and get, so I will do some of those. And we're not going to end this video just yet, because we have plenty of time. Plenty of time to do so. For some of the other achievements, I may look up walkthroughs to figure out what the proper pacing is. Bad poetry. That's a lot of people for bad poetry. Oh, Gamarog! I didn't know he contributed some to this. Recordings by the U.S. Army. By Thomas Edison. I am pretty sure I got a content ID for that first one. That should not be under copyright anymore. I need to go look at that. If they're using old recordings, those should not be under copyright anymore. Definitely gonna go back and look. Yeah, this has been a lot of fun so far. We'll still do a little bit more. There's still a few things left. I have a septuple murder to perform. Aw, they're clapping for me. They like that I got away with murder.
Sergeant First Class, Mark Wood.
Or that. St. Veronica. Veronica Villenzy, everyone's favorite West End performer, was spotted today attending Mass at St. Paul's here in London. Mrs. Villenzy's devotion to the Lord is well known, and she is widely adored for her Christmas solo performances at the local orphanage. We could all take a leaf from this Heavenly Angel's songbook. Mrs. Villenzy is a perfect model of grace and virtue.
We stood together at the rail, Malcolm and I told him I could see dolphins playing in the wake of the
Crazy
boat.
with the power of the moment.
He leant over to see them.
That one looks like your mother, Malcolm.
So I grabbed him by the belt.
Straight to hell with
And
you.
I threw him overboard.
Can I kill Lady H and get away with it? Ah, the look on her face. Is the ship really sinking? Can I make 1,000 pounds? Alright, let's have him come in again. Thank you, ma'am. Captain says we put into Liberty Island at 4 p.m. Your husband is up already, is he? Of course. Last chance for some fresh sea air. Very wise, I'm sure. Breakfast is still being served, ma'am. One more thing. Yes, ma'am? Caution with something. I grab the first thing I can. No! A heavy iron dolphin-shaped paperweight. Eek! The steward falls like an old man down a West End theater fire escape. Oh, shit. The dolphin is dripping blood on the carpet. Under the bed. There's a lot of space under the bed. And there's something else under there, too. A key? Grab the key. I lie down almost on top of the steward and reach under the bed. And just about get my fingers on the key. It's the steward's pass key. It must have gone under there when he fell. The body. The steward is lying face down, his mouth buried in the carpet. Push his body under the bed. Come on now. Come on, this way. The steward crawls a little further under the bed. But his head's too big, it won't go. I kick him under the bed. I put my back against the wall and shove hard with both feet. Almost there. Just one foot sticking out. Hide his feet. I lie down on the bed and spread his knees frog-legged into the space. And feed his knees. There, gone. I'm so sorry. I've rumpled up my bed. The room is filling with a thick, heavy smell. The dolphin. The dolphin's nose has little flecks of hair stuck to it. Kick it under the bed. There. The paperweight leaves a little streak of blood across the carpet as it slides out of sight. Alright, calm down. I'm alright. Okay. So 2 murders. Malcolm and the steward. I have his pass key, though. Let's see. We need the drugs. Look around the cabin, the bathroom. Wash my hands. Wash and scrub and wash. Out, bloody spot. Fix my face. Pocket the other one. Tablets. Pocket them. Now leave. So he's already up there. There's a dead steward under the bed in my cabin. Alright. No, she gets in there. Let's go down to the smoking room. Malcolm's jacket. Look in the pockets. Alright, let's go ahead and grab all these things. Okay, let's see, I don't want to be here with, Singh. I don't need the pass key. Let's go ahead and stay, see if, he comes down. Take a seat. This is how you spent your last hours, Malcolm? Sinking. Play more solitaire. Hello there. I'm glad I found you, Mrs. Villenzy. Are you looking for your diamond by any chance? I found it on the upper deck this morning. Look. Okay, only found the one. Should go and look for the other one. Malcolm would have been furious. He's missing. Carstairs, for goodness sake, man, you're here? It's not even noon. Major Sahib, good to see you as always. Pip pip. Please, Mr. Carstairs, it is Superdar Major, as I am constantly reminding you. True, but then, I have a mind like a dried-up honeycomb, so out it goes. Have you seen my husband? Not this morning, Mrs. Villancy. Been stuck aboard this tug for a week, but I don't believe we've had the pleasure. The name Subadar Major Sarabjit Singh of the 14th Sikhs. Retired, obviously. At your service.
Good to know.
Not a fan of the army, perhaps? Feel we're outmoded? Something from history?
Fighting is for animals.
Ah, I comprehend. You prefer scheming and politics.
Peace on earth and goodwill to all men.
Not all men deserve your goodwill, but they'll take it all the same. Stop talking to the Major. And don't say anything. Let's go ahead and stand, and we'll leave.
I'll be going now.
Mem Sahib. Alright. Let's go talk to her.
Ah, Veronica, dear, are you quite well? You look awful. Oh, do I? Simply dreadful. Too many late nights, I suppose. And how is that charming husband of yours this morning? He's not that charming. They never are once you marry them, you know. Men find it terribly tiring to be polite, I find. Are you married? Oh, I'm fine. Not worried about you. The other girl, Clarissa Turpentine, was in absolute floods of tears. She looked like a leaking cistern. We thought you might be able to talk some sense into her. How very unusual. Precisely my thought, dear. Toodles! Oh, look! Ah, Toodles. Up there on the bridge. Isn't that the commander? Can you see us down here? Oh, yes. There's an excellent view from up there, I believe. Hello! Oh, I do believe he's waving at us. You rather like him, don't you, dear? What do you make of him? Quite a favorite of mine, but you know, dear, not all that glitters is gold, as they say. You don't trust him? Oh, I would trust him. Maybe not to sail a boat, though. What does that mean? Our beloved commander, my dear, he has a secret. What kind of secret? A rather awkward one. Luckily for him, I'm terribly discreet. Give me a hint. Oh, I can't resist that. He's rather young, don't you think? To be a full commander, I mean.
Alright, that didn't quite work out the way that I wanted. Alright, I think I'm doing the timeline wrong, really. Because Anders is going to leave soon. Anders needs to cover for me on a lot of these things. Alright, let's try something else. Carstairs door. Let's go ahead and knock. 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 Shove the door open. And we'll just go ahead and do this back away and leave. Alright. Alright, so we have that information. She's back.
he'll be up here. But this is gonna get me killed if I do it this way.
Who's the woman in your cabin?
I'm sorry?
You have a stowaway. I don't think anybody else knows, but I do.
Mrs. Villancy, please! Stop now, don't go any further.
You dog. I would never have believed it of you.
This isn't a ruddy game. If I told you this was a matter of life and death, would you leave it alone?
Maybe. Who is she?
She's someone I met in Germany. Someone who wasn't safe and who I got out of there before it was too late.
You rescued her?
I did. And it's cost me my career and might still cost me my life. So I'd appreciate it if you didn't treat it like idle gossip.
What career?
Not many Englishmen go into Germany these days, Mrs. Villancy. I'll be moving along, I think.
Okay.
Well, that doesn't help me much. When does, Lady H show up? Have a cheese scone. Nibble some biscuits. Nibble a chocolate bourbon, taking care not to get crumbs on my dress. Have a plate of pineapple rings. Skewer a pineapple ring with a fork. Move on. Peanuts are chewy. I push them away. Shouldn't she be here by now? I think I missed her. Alright, Lady Armstrong. Pick up her pillow. Smother her. Press harder. Kill her. Finish her! Step outside. Alright, we'll go ahead and leave. So I've only killed a few people. I like that it's showing the bodies. Okay, I can kill her now. You're going to want to talk to me. Have you seen Malcolm? I don't want you telling lies. Knock on Clarissa's door again. Meet me on the upper deck. It's important. Duck out of sight. Step away. I don't know that I need to do anything there. Let's go up on deck. I can see you're upset. Let's just go through this and make sure it was him. Is that your porthole down there? You can join him, Clarissa. I grab her by the waist.
What are you doing?
She's as thin as a child.
No, wait!
I push that silly girl overboard. Glub glub gurble. The last sound she makes is a little mewling like a kitten. Let's wipe my hands.
There, now to go get the smell of you off me.
Anders appears from below. There you are. We're needed in the restaurant now.
Walk me there?
Certainly, madame. Let me take your arm. Yeah, so my timing is definitely off for that. Pretty wildly. Thank you all for coming. Anders, where's Lady Armstrong? I looked in on her, but she was fast asleep. I couldn't wake her. I imagined she wouldn't be able to help us anyway. We will continue without her. And the steward, too. Anders turns to me with heavy eyes. We found his body, Major, under Mrs. Villancy's bed, bludgeoned to death.
Malcolm must have killed him.
That seems unlikely. I also have reason to believe Mr. Villancy is no longer aboard the ship. Mrs. Villenzy, there is really no alternative, but to accuse you of not one but two audacious murders.
Just the two?
Tut-tut. Mrs. Villenzy, please come with me. Commander drags me by the arm out of the restaurant.
You should look in Carstairs' cabin. If you want to see what a true criminal is like.
Enough, Veronica. Stop. Just come with me. You'd better stay in your cabin until we talk. With the body of the steward? Oh, well.
America's not what I imagined.
Oh, bollocks.
This one's for life. Socialite Veronica Villenzy was dramatically arrested for a string of murders aboard the SS Hook, which docked into Brooklyn Harbor today. Mrs. Villenzy will be a guest of the Sing Sing Correctional Facility in somewhat less comfort than the widow of a British aristocrat might be accustomed to. Pictured a Subedar Major Sergeant Singh, retired, who solved the crime. Okay, so, let's go ahead and pause. So when we come back next time, I think I will go look up some things to figure out what steps I need to get for the last of the achievements. What I need to do to get the septuple. Like, once you kill all 7 people, you know, you get all the other achievements as you're going. So that's... there's a couple others in there that I haven't gotten, so we'll try for that. Anyway, that will be it for next time. See you then, everyone.